Hey friends, it's Val from Pull Up A Bale podcast. And if you love dairy, innovation, and connecting with people who get it, you've got to check out the first American Dairy XPO. It's happening November 5th and 6th at the Champlain Valley Exposition in Vermont. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Grab a free breakfast, explore a 200 company trade show, meet Olympian and dairy producer Elle St. Pierre, and soak up knowledge in the Dairy Delivers classroom. And the best part, Dairy Fest on November 5th at 4 p.m. Think massive dairy buffet, live entertainment, and the best networking around. Head over to AmericanDairyXPO.com. That's AmericanDairyXPO.com for tickets, discounts, and all the details. So pull up a bale and join us. It's going to be an event you'll never forget. Details. Pull up a bale and join us there. It's going to be an event you'll never want to miss. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pull Up A Bale podcast. I'm your host, Val Lavigne, farmer, mom, and of course, host of this podcast, Pull Up A Bale. This is where real stories from rural life meet real, bold conversations about the future of ag. So let's pull up a bale. Today on the bale is Jennifer Miller. Jen, how are you?
Good, Val. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good. I am so excited to get the chance to reconnect with you because, we've technically known each other and now I'm going to date us for, like 18-ish years.
Oh my gosh, it's been that long.
I know. I'm not really sure what just happened. And we just definitely had a conversation about how amazing ChatGPT is and how we made it through college without ChatGPT. Because these kids these days, they've got it easy.
They really do. They can write a 30-page paper in 5 minutes.
And do a little tweaks, couple mistakes in there.
Yep.
It looks authentic and away you go.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
They're living the best life. It's like they're living in the Jetsons world,
Spaceships and all that.
I mean, it's 2025. It wouldn't surprise me.
It's true.
These things are true. So, Jen, do you want to tell everybody, what do you do in the here and now?
So, as Val said, I'm Jen Miller. I am a wife, a mom. I have a 3-year-old son, Hunter, and I have a stepson, Austin, who's 13. We live on my family's farm. We have about 40 acres. It was kind of like one of those gifted to you situations in 2020. We had to fix up the farmhouse because no one lived there for years. And we have a couple beef cows, goats, chickens, like old McDonald's farm. And then my husband does hay. I do a small cut flower business. And then for my 9 to 5, I handle the cream sales at Chobani. So I'm very busy.
Awesome. And you've been at Chobani for quite some time now, which is awesome. It's been really great to see the neat things that you've gotten to do as part of their team over there. For those of you not familiar, there's a Chobani plant in New York State within an hour and a half of me. And then there's one in Idaho, which is actually where Jen is coming to us from today.
Yep.
And, I also want to just brag, your flowers are gorgeous. And when I'm scrolling through Instagram and your flowers come up and I'm just like, they're just so pretty. Like, it just makes me smile inside,
Well, thank you.
If I tried to grow some flowers like that, they'd be awful or dead. So,
well, no, it's a labor of love. It's, I could, when I first started, I did it more for like a mental health thing. I needed an outlet from my 9 to 5 where it was just so demanding and I just needed to get outside and to do something that was peaceful for me. And now it just transformed into something beautiful. And it is stressful at times because, now it's a business, but it's something I really love. And bringing beauty and joy to other people is just, it's really great and really heartwarming.
Awesome. I'll let you keep growing the beautiful flowers. And I wish I lived closer to you because I would totally just buy them because the state of my couple flower boxes in front of my house are non-existent. Didn't even plant them this year. So, well, they're growing some weeds right now. They're looking real fine. I do have a couple pots.
Oh, well, that's something.
I
If
purchased them, did
that's,
not even play with them
you know,
myself.
you got to do what you got to do. It's you have a lot going on too. So,
I know, but it's fun. But
yeah.
this year I'm growing weeds and
Yeah,
it's
no, I think
fine.
we all are growing weeds though. You should see one of my fields. It's rough.
There's always next year.
Yep, that's what I keep telling myself, always next year.
There's always next year. So I want to kind of take it back to little Jen.
Yeah.
So even long before I knew Jen, and kind of talk about what life was like for you as a child.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Woodstock, Connecticut. My parents still live there on my family farm. They have 120 acres. Dad has, well, he still does. He has beef cows. He was, I say part-time, but he really worked full-time on the farm and had a full-time job. So I don't know how he did it, but he's just, a total inspiration and probably why I have most of my work ethic, that I do. So we had beef cows. He did a boatload of hay growing up. So, and then I thought I was crazy enough to want to go to school for dairy science, and I went to Cobble Skill Val and
Yep.
got my
So I'm gonna pause you there though.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
what in your life kind of said, oh, dairy science, like let's do this?
Well,
Because that just
actually,
doesn't come out of left field. Well, it usually
no.
doesn't just come out of left field. There's got to be some type of
Yeah.
influence in there.
So I actually hated farming for the longest time because I hated that all my friends got to go on vacations and got to do fun things while I was throwing hay when it was 95 degrees and humid outside. And it kind of was a bummer. So fast forward to high school, I was like, my freshman year, I was like a punk rocker, going through those those stages
Same,
of life.
same though.
Good Charlotte, had like the hoodies and the bands.
I
Um,
had this pair. What are they called? I had this pair of like they were almost like plaid pants.
oh my gosh. I know. Did you get them at
And
Hot
I think I
Topic?
got them at Hot Topic and I wore them and I did like the haircut, which there's very few pictures of me, thank God, from this
Yeah.
era. I don't know if I've ever said this out loud to like the public, but here we go. Had like the long bangs that like draped across your forehead and then the
Gosh.
short spiky hair in the back.
Oh, you're like a total emo chick. I love it.
Except if someone was like, yo, want to fight? I'd have been like, no, no, I'm good. Thanks.
No, no,
No,
we're cool.
like,
We're cool.
fine. I'm actually a chicken. It's fine. Like, let's do this.
Oh my
So I
God, it's
like tough
hilarious.
outside, but I was not tough.
Well, it's fine. Fake it till you make it.
I'm still a Blink 182 fan. I just bought
Oh,
tickets to a concert soon. So
oh, that's awesome. You're
I
gonna have to
know.
report back and let me know how great it is.
I went to one a couple years ago when they were touring with Lil Wayne. And before Lil Wayne threw a fit and like badmouthed them and left the tour.
I know.
And it was my first experience with like rap at a concert.
Yeah.
My inner ghetto chick came out. I mean, I don't know what happened. We were
I
just
love it. That's
my inner
amazing.
ghetto chick, and then my ninth grade like punk rocker chick came out. It was all the different personalities all in one night.
That's great.
So, but I
Love it.
did convince my husband to go back with me again
Hey, that's good.
because he does like Blink 182. He just does not like the venue in which they're playing at.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
that's fair.
tempted him with indoor seats, and he was like, "Okay, I guess I'll go."
That's fair. That's fair.
So
Yeah.
just cost me twice the amount of the
Well,
lawn seats, but it's fine.
as long as he's coming with you, it'll be good date night.
And it's gonna be fun because
Yep.
I do love Blink 182. So
There you go. It's gonna be a great
yes.
time.
So you got your emo
Yeah, I
punk rocker
had
chick
my
going.
my emo stage, and then my brother had a friend named Erica who had a dairy farm, and her and her mom were looking for someone to feed calves, and I was like, well, I could feed calves. So I decided to start working on their farm, and I fell in love with dairy cows. And originally I wanted to be a dairy nutritionist, but that's neither here nor there. But and I just loved being around cows. I wanted to be on farm, and I just loved being outside, and it just kind of stole my heart, the whole dairy industry, and it just kind of progressed from there.
It does that.
It does. It sucks you in.
Yes. It's like, haha, now we've got you.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't get out. It's fine. No.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. It's
So
yeah.
so then you decided, did you do like 4-H, FFA, anything like that? Or were you just kind of working and doing the things?
I am not an FFA kid, actually. I'm not a 4-H kid. I did show cows with their farm, loved that, obviously, and learned so much from them. Um, I owe a lot to them, actually. They're such great people, and their farm's awesome. And they have robots now, and they have a farm store, and they're doing all the great things.
Mhm.
Um, but I never, my high school wasn't FFA. I went to an academy, it was one of those things, but it was like a semi-private but public school. If you lived in the town, you could go there.
Okay.
And then, but there wasn't a really good 4-H dairy program where I was because, I'm in Connecticut. There's not many dairy farms in Connecticut. So, um, I just kind of just fell in love with cows just being on farm and just kind of took off from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So off to Cobleskill you went,
Yep. After
and then you
Cobble.
met me,
Yeah. And my life changed.
obviously. No.
No,
You,
Cobleskill is amazing. And it's obviously it's changed so much since we've been
Mhm.
there. But I got my bachelor's in dairy science. I feel like it was definitely more ag business focused when I took it. I took all the dairy science classes they had, but they only had a certain amount. I don't know what they have now, but definitely ag business focused, which definitely helped me, land where I am now. So
100%.
yeah.
And so what was going on in your life at that time besides just going to college? Anything like noteworthy?
Oh, well.
Uh,
I don't know if there's
going through
anything noteworthy.
going
Um,
through all the trials and tribulations of college.
yeah, a lot of partying, Val. A lot of partying. That's what
I don't know what
happened.
you're talking about.
Oh, a lot of extracurricular activities off-site, milking cows. I worked for a farm my senior year, milked cows morning and night, and then but nothing, it was just I think it's more like just a normal college experience. I didn't have anything crazy happen there. It was, 4 years of fun.
4 years of fun. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I got shorted because I just had to be an overachiever and get out of there in three. And I feel like
Yeah.
I got gypped a year.
I know. That's all right. You
Yep.
save yourself some money.
Something like that.
We'll go with it. Sounds good.
Something like that. So fast forward to graduation, you graduate,
Yep.
where do you go from there? Like what was running through your mind? Did you have a plan?
So, with the degree I had, I don't know if you had the same one, we had to do an internship.
Yep.
I did an internship at a dairy farm in my hometown in Woodstock, and I was a herd manager. I handled the breeding, I milked cows, I did calf care. It was a small farm. It wasn't, anything substantial. I think they milked like 150 cows at that point. And then I worked there for about a year and a half, and then I actually ended up in Wright's Dairy Farm, which is in Rhode Island. They do agritourism, so you can watch the cows being milked. They have a bakery on site. They bottle their own milk. I think they have ice cream now, which I'm kind of sad they didn't have that when I was there. But it's a really cool farm. Um, and At that time, um, I was working on their breeding program and everything like that. So it was really fun. It was, seeing different farms and seeing the different aspects and, having not the, um, what's the word? When you're able to, kind of do what you want with their breeding and you can,
Freedom.
yeah, breed them whatever kind of genetics you want. I really
Yep.
worked in the genetics. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
So, and you went from a state with not a lot of dairy in it to a state with even less dairy in it.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Yep. And it's so interesting because when you go to, Connecticut, Rhode Island, all of Northeast, New England, it's, everything's pretty close. Like Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, you don't, you can see farms and see land, but you also see cities real close. So, we'll be driving through Rhode Island and it'll be a bunch of suburbs and then all of a sudden a little farm. So it was really cool. It had a lot of different diversity and people that came and just it was really great to be able to educate people who came from the city who didn't know anything about farms or anything about dairy. And like there's times where I'm giving cows IVs right there and they're watching. It's not a gentle process, you really gotta and they're just like mortified and I'm
And they're
explaining
judging
it.
you.
Yeah. I'm like, they're
I'm just
fine, I
trying to help
promise.
her. She just doesn't want to be helped. It's fine.
She doesn't want to be helped.
That's what I explain. I'm like, we have to tie their heads around because they do not wish for you to do that. You have to do that to save their life. Like,
Exactly.
we're just helping restrain them for their safety and our safety.
Yes, because that head coming at you without a halter would knock you
Yep.
out.
They're
Yeah.
1,100 to 1,200 pound overgrown children, and
Yeah,
they throw
100%.
temper tantrums.
Yes.
And their heads are a lot harder than a normal toddler. So,
Oh, yes, 100%. Yeah, they'll knock you over. My toddler can knock me over. That cow would definitely take me out probably a couple feet. Um,
yes.
but so I worked there for, let's see, I don't even know how long. It's been so long since I've been there. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And I was dating Adam at the time, and I made the decision to move up to upstate New York because I wanted to be close to him, and that's where he is from. And I started working on another
And
dairy
Adam also
farm.
went to college with both
Oh
of
yeah,
us.
So
Yep.
Adam Burgess, he went to college with us. And I was dating him probably for like 2 years at that point. It was a long distance, like I drive up 4 hours, come. It was horrible. So it was like the natural
Long distance
progression.
just stinks. Yes.
Oh, it's horrible. It's it's because and especially when you're working on a farm, I had one day off a week. So either I'm driving up and doing it like round trip or he's doing it was rough. It was really rough.
Yes.
Um, but anyway, natural progression. And then I moved to upstate New York, near the Utica area where this guy was looking for a herd manager for his robotic dairy farm. Um, that was actually a horrible situation. He was a horrible person, but I left there. Yeah, it was, he was, I've never met such an egotistical man in all my life. He told me that women didn't know how to do things. And
Then don't hire one.
yeah, that's what he had down cows and he wouldn't let me give him IVs because I didn't know how to do it right. So,
Oh,
yeah, I gave him to him anyway because that's who I am.
yes.
But anyway, so I didn't last long there. Instead, I worked, I left that job, moved in with Adam, and then I started working on another dairy farm. Um, and then left, my gosh, I've had so many jobs. So I've worked at a lot of dairy farms. And then I was actually a parts manager at a Kubota dealership in Oneonta for about a year before they went bankrupt. And then
Nice. No fault of yours.
None. I was just hanging out. I know a lot about tractors now though, but that's I
Perfect.
can read a parts manual pretty well.
Jack of all trades, she is.
No, I can't fix them, but I can tell you what part you need.
I can look at them long enough to be like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about it. I think I've said this before on the podcast. I took tractor safety when I was 16 in 4-H,
hmm
and I practiced and I passed the test and I beat all the guys that I was the only girl in that tractor
Yeah.
safety course, beat
Yep.
them all in the driving test. And then I literally never drove a tractor since.
That's hilarious.
And now I conveniently don't know how to drive a tractor.
Well, you know,
It's a planned convenience.
it's planned. I love it.
No one can ask me to do anything in the tractor.
Oh, I can't move that. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm sorry. I'll stay here. You go. I'll take
That's
one for the
hilarious.
team.
I love it. That's
Yes.
smart. That's using your noodle.
Just like why I never got my CDL before New York State made it really hard to get your CDL. Oh, darn. I don't have my CDL. I can't drive it.
Oh, shucks.
Yep. What a shame.
What a
I guess I'll
shame.
just stay here with the cows and the kids. It's fine. You
I
go on
love it.
without me.
You
Or
have
I'm a
murder.
pretty darn good passenger princess. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Very good.
Yep.
Love it. That's hilarious.
So,
Oh gosh.
so now
Um,
you're back to Kubota dealershipping.
yes. So I'm at the Kubota dealership. They actually go bankrupt like right before Christmas.
Oh,
They close the store. I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm in upstate New York, which I'm living with Adam. He's got a job, so it's fine. But
I'll mooch off him for a while. It'll be great.
yeah, but it's like, what am I gonna do? I don't like not working, so I'm applying to everything. I'm going on, I don't even, if there's like an ag hires website, I went on that. I applied to, all these feed companies and whatnot. And a job for Chobani came up as a dairy specialist, and I was like, I have no idea what that entails. And the description was very broad. I'm like, you know what? I'll apply and see what happens.
Sure, why not? It'll be fine.
And they make you do well, back then, that was 10 years ago, but they made you do like an Excel test online, a Word test online. They did some like basic general stuff. I did that. I went in for an interview and I met my boss at the time, Tara Jackson, who was a total saint. She was the most amazing person. And she's like, and we were just chatting, kind of like we're chatting. We were super friendly. We're just first time meeting her. We knew the same people. She had friends in dairy out in, New England. So she knew farmers I knew and the haulers that I knew. And she's like, even if it doesn't work out and, I have other candidates, I know people that can get you a job, blah, blah, blah. Well, turns out she chose me. So I got hired and I started.
Turns out I schmoozed her good enough. I got the job.
It's true, I did. And she was just yeah, she's amazing. And I started with milk scheduling. So all our inbound milk, that's when we were only taking like 30 or 40 trucks of milk a day. I would schedule it to come into the plant into New York, and I would be selling the cream in Idaho, plus doing like trackers and KPIs and like Excel spreadsheets and all that stuff.
Yes, which is definitely something, there's something to be said with how you jumped into that, because nothing that you just knowing the milk business like I do, nothing that you just explained is easy.
No, not at all.
And
Not at
if
all.
you have an issue with the plant, if there's some kind of breakdown, you have to divert
Mhm.
things. It goes off the tracks real quick.
Oh,
And you have
100%.
farmers
Yeah.
depending on you
Yep.
and other cooperatives and all different things. So
Oh, yeah.
I 100% give you a lot of credit for taking that on, because I would be just, I wouldn't be able to do it. So more power to you, girl.
Well, I appreciate that. I had no idea what I was doing at the time, so I just kind of, faked it till I made it, and I did okay. And it was actually it was really neat to meet the farmers in New York. I knew like some farmers, I knew some farms, but meeting the co-ops, meeting the players that within the companies was really cool to meet and grow relationships with. So um but so I started there, and that was in March of 2015. Fast forward, Adam passed away in November of 2015. He had an accident at work. And that was, I still don't know how I made it through like the first year, honestly. It was, my life started getting on track and then it was totally disrupted. We were engaged to be married the following year in October. So it was less than a year we were supposed to get married, and everything was just turned upside down.
Where were you when you got the call?
I was sitting at my desk and his friend Ryan called me. He's like, "You need to come down to the hospital. There's been an accident." And I said, "Well, what's wrong?" And he's like, "I can't tell you. You just gotta come down here." And I get in my car and I start drive I'm driving like a maniac to Cooperstown, and I'm praying the whole entire way there, and I don't know where to park when I get there. So I park somewhere and I end up on like a weird part of the hospital. And then I walk in and I'm like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. My fiance has been in an accident. I don't, and they're like, "Okay, come with me." And then she takes me to the back, and um, there's a doctor in there with Adam's parents, and they just told us what happened. So, um, I guess the fortunate thing is that it was fast and he didn't, feel pain, but sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. It's
Um,
He was so loved by so many people, and it is awful how fast and, how
yeah,
quick things can change for you.
yeah, yeah.
So,
It was, it's it's almost been 10 years now. It's gonna be 10 years in November. So it's 10 years and it's still grief doesn't really it's not linear and it doesn't go away. It's just kind of in waves. Like I obviously am not the same person I was 10 years ago, but losing him was probably the reason why I am so strong and so resilient now is that I didn't have a choice when I lost him. I had to I had to figure life out. I was by myself. I was in upstate New York by myself. I didn't have any family. They're, 4 hours away. I had friends, but my best friends were back in Connecticut or in Massachusetts, and I just had to figure it out. I don't know how I did it, but I just did it. I think you just at, I just kept going and I did throw myself into work, which probably wasn't the healthiest thing, but I just I just threw myself into my job and just kept collecting cats and dogs and
Collecting cats. So I became a cat lady.
yep. Well, I was a cat lady before, but just like amplified. That's all.
You missed this very key detail. I was a cat lady before, she said.
Yes, and then it just compounded a little bit. I just
She's
wanted to
like,
save all the
I'm
info.
not feeling great today. I need another cat. It's fine.
Let's
Need
get a
more.
couple.
It's a whole litter. All right, I'll take them.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'll just take them. Oh my
Mama needs
goodness.
her cats.
The cat distribution system, just drop them off.
Oh
Um,
gosh,
but
that's
um, but anyway, so
so coping skills. Okay, get
coping
cats.
skills with cats
Get
and a
cats.
lot of
Okay.
coffee. That's about how. But so the next year was a blur. It was more of, a lot of ups and downs of, feeling lost, but also having purpose. But, it's just a lot of mixed emotions you feel with losing what you thought your life was supposed to be and that person you're supposed to be with and them just not being there
Mhm.
anymore. Um, so I turned wasn't even turned a corner. It was more of I need to start living instead of just throwing myself into work and not doing anything else with my life. So I took in 2016, I decided that I wanted to do all the national parks in the United States, like not in just the same year, but like my
Yeah.
lifetime, I want to do all the national parks. So I decided to take a solo trip to Crater Lake National Park by myself, which was fine because it was the beginning of me flying solo, so it kind of eased me into it. Um, but I had no plan, and it was just amazing just to be out there and to just see just some of nature's most beautiful things. And it was just the peacefulness of being out there was just it was humbling. Um, so that was the first step of, I guess, coping. And and then let's see what's next. In I think it was 20 so in 2018 or 2019, my boss Tara went out on medical leave, and then I was at that point I was selling all our cream for both of our facilities, and scheduling the milk. And she was buying the milk. She went out on medical leave. I had to start purchasing the milk, plus scheduling the milk, plus selling the cream. So that was fun. And
That was fun. Not.
uh,
It was fun, but it
um,
wasn't.
yeah, it was. I knew what I was doing, which was good. It shouldn't go out and then just like kind of like, here you go, figure it out. I had some sort of idea. So that was I guess a silver lining. Um, but so she went out on medical leave, and then she actually unfortunately passed away from lung cancer shortly after. I think it was within 6 months of that. Um, so that, the person that told me, she knew me for, let's see, March to November, the math there. She knew me for 9 months or 8 months. She knew me for 8 months. And after Adam died, she's like, if you need any money for rent, if you need any money for your car payment, if you need anything, you just let me know. I will take care of it. She knew me for just a couple months, and she wanted to give me the shirt off her back to just take care of me.
I did have a couple experiences with her,
Yeah.
and she was just a phenomenal person.
Yeah. She was a wealth of knowledge, and she taught me everything I know. She's just one of the best people I probably will ever know in my life.
Mm.
She made me into what I am at Chobani today. Um so she passed away. So everyone seems to just be passing away in my life. It's horrible. But
Not a good,
no,
yeah,
not
no.
doing good. But yeah, that's also how I cope with grief. I have a twisted sense of humor too. So there we go.
I think you have to.
little bit.
honestly.
Um, so Tara passed away, and then we had to hire someone to do to basically be our manager for dairy procurement. That's when my boss was hired, and he started doing the milk buying for both of our plants. I was still doing cream. Um, and he's one of the best bosses I've had too. He's he's there when I need him, and then when I don't, he leaves me alone, and it's great. I'm not micromanaged. It's a really, really great relationship we have. Um, and we let's see. So where am I in my story? So
We
Tara
were at
passed away
2019, 2020.
2020. Oh yes,
Oh
COVID.
yeah, that year.
Ugh. So I well, let's back up, I guess 1 year. We'll go to like 2019. That's when I met my husband, John. Um, and I think that was the same year my dad, it was 2018. My dad was diagnosed with lymphoma. So I decided to basically tell Chobani that I need to either work remotely or do a hybrid or something because I need to be home. I'm not going to be working, 4.5 or living 4.5 hours away from my dad when he's sick.
Mhm.
So they said okay because apparently I'm valuable, and at that point, and I moved back home and met my husband, and dad's healthy now. He's in remission, so we're good there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Glad to hear that.
Thanks. Yeah, it was nothing to take down these New England old Yankee farmers, I tell you. But
Tough as nails they are.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So COVID happened. Um,
So let's kind of go back. How did you meet
yeah.
your husband?
So I knew him from, I think, just people. So I didn't
Just
go to school with
I
him.
knew him from people.
They're just people. Like he didn't go to school with me. He's 4 years younger than me. Um, he knew one of my friends. He used to have oxen. I showed cows. So those like that, we always knew each other. And we just kind of reconnected in it's like late 2017, I think. Um, and then natural progression of, I guess.
Where was
Yeah.
he living at that time?
What'd you say, sorry?
Where was he living at that time that
Oh,
you
he was
got?
in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was from Connecticut. I'm from Connecticut. So then when I moved back, we kind of just moved in together, and then 2019 we got engaged in the White Mountains in New Hampshire, and then we got married during COVID in 2020.
Good old COVID.
Got married on my parents' farm, which was really nice because it was actually, I think we had like 100 people, and it was in a tent outside, and it was a really, really nice time.
And how, obviously I've never gone through anything like this before. What was the complications like? How was it for you to kind of, it was almost like that, like letting go type thing. How
Yeah.
does that work?
So I don't, it's more of a transition, it seems like. It's not totally just letting go of what was and just accepting what's new. It's both. It's knowing that I love Adam, but also I love John.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, love isn't mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
So, it's just something that I had to, I don't even know how, I'm horrible at this, but I really don't know how I handle these things. Like it just kind of naturally worked that way. As the more and more days without Adam, but the more days with John, it just transitioned into
Mm-hmm.
being easier to not have Adam there, but still love him, but be easier to love John and having him
Mm-hmm.
here. I guess if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's obviously from someone that doesn't have that, I don't want to call it an experience, but like that
It is an experience.
event happening in my
Yeah.
life, like just learning, that's one of those things, like, and of course I'm a woman, so these things go through my mind, but like, what if
Yeah.
something ever happened to my husband? What do I do? Like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you
Yeah.
know, God forbid
No, I
nothing
know.
will ever happen, but it's
Yeah.
just,
I know.
these women who their brains never shut off, like,
No, I know. I know.
all about that.
Yep,
Um,
100%.
so, that's telling in its own how you were able to just kind of like teach your mind to like let yourself go and let yourself kind of, and it's not really moving on like you said, but it's
Yeah.
still, you still care deeply for him, and
Hmm.
just kind of remembering that like that's what he would have wanted
Yeah,
because we're
yeah,
so
exactly.
young. And yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. Moving forward rather than moving on is what I like to say.
Yes, that's a really great way of putting it. Awesome. So you get
Yeah.
married, good
Oh
old
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, during COVID, and work at that time was bananas because, the markets
Because
crashed
COVID.
and plants were shut down, and it was rough. It was really rough. I didn't dump a single load of cream though. I'd like to mention that. That was one of my
Pat
proud
on the back
stories.
professionally,
Yep,
at a
yep,
girl.
very good. Uh, I was shipping cream to like Tennessee, but it's fine. But it was rough, and I'm glad that it kind of, not that it's gone, but it's not as awful,
Prevalent.
yeah,
Yes,
prevalent as it is now. So it makes, life a little easier. But
100%.
yeah.
So then, we got through that part. Bring us
Yep.
through life the rest of the way.
So in September of 2020, my aunt and my dad gifted the farm to myself, and then we got married, and then in January of 2021, we started redoing our house. We hired a guy to basically gut the whole thing because it was an old farmhouse from 1850, and it just had to be done. Like, we had the horsehair plaster on the walls, and it wasn't even safe to go inside. Um, so we had to redo the whole house, and since it was, still COVID-y time, everything was super expensive. Things were way back ordered, so we had to, it was more expensive than what we wanted, but it is what it is. But so we finally got the house figured out. And that is the same time that I started planting flowers. I planted I think like 25 dahlias because I saw on Instagram someone posted pretty flowers, and I'm like, I need to grow pretty flowers. And then because work was so crazy at that point, I'm like, I need something that makes me happy instead
Mhm.
of, just sitting watching TV at night or in the evening. I want to go do something outside because outside just brings me joy. Um,
Yes.
so I planted all these dahlias. They did okay. I didn't stake them as well as I should have. They're all sort of cattywampus and all over the place, but it's fine. Um, and
It's a good New England term you had there.
yeah,
That's how you know you're from New England.
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Uh, yeah,
I
cattywampus.
said to point that out. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I love it.
I do love that word, but
It's
it
a good
was
one.
funny. It came out and I was like, yep, there it is.
Yep. Tell where she's from.
That's why she's from Connecticut. All right,
Yep,
we got
yep, yep.
this.
Although Connecticut is always like the the child no one wants, like the redheaded stepchild. They always like, oh, Massachusetts is great, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut. We don't like go to Connecticut. It's basically like the city.
The heck with Connecticut.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so
I'm just kidding. I don't mind Connecticut.
nah,
I'll keep you
it's
guys.
it's okay. I only like it because my family's there. Otherwise, I don't think I'd live in Connecticut, to be honest. It's not that great. But it is nice being close to the ocean though.
Yes,
That is one plus. You can go to the beach anytime you want.
that is good plus.
Yeah. So I started growing flowers, and then they did okay. Like, I had John made me a couple of raised beds, and I planted some just annuals in there, and uh just doing some random flowers with no real plan. Um and then I got pregnant, and then when I know when Hunter was born in February of 22. So I didn't plant any bulbs or anything when I was pregnant because, well, I had no motivation to do anything when I was pregnant. Um and so he was born in February, and I didn't grow flowers that year either. It wasn't like I wasn't feeling great. I just was busy,
Heal a little bit.
Yeah, you know, you got,
Newborns do that to you.
yeah, you got this little infant plus your, you know, you go back to your job and it's like, you know, it's a lot. Um, so when in the fall of 22 though, I planted a bunch of tulips. So I think I planted like 3,000 bulbs of tulips
Oh my gosh.
and yeah.
It's a lot
And
of tulips.
it was a lot of tulips and planted them in raised beds. And then the next year I had thousands of tulips for Mother's Day and I fell in love with tulips and then I am just amazed by flowers because I can fix cows. I can, you know, they're super easy. And it's like plants and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I never pay attention in, you know, soil science or plant science. I didn't, you know, it wasn't my
Soil
thing.
science in Cobble skill was awful.
Oh, it was horrible. Yeah. I wish I paid a little bit more attention and actually
I
cared.
wish we had a different teacher.
Yeah, he was very
Awful.
yeah.
He's
Yes.
not listening to this. I don't care. He was terrible.
He was terrible.
I could have learned a few things, but I didn't because he was just that bad.
Yeah, it was not good. But
Now
now
here I am resorting to Chat GPT if I have any questions. No.
I know. So my soil looks like this. What does that mean?
Dear Chat GPT,
Yeah.
what do
Help
I do?
me.
Please help.
I know. Um, but now I'm super interested in soil and plants and nutrients, and I'm a total nerd. And it's like, I don't know where this person came from. I have like granny hobbies now, growing food and
Don't call it dirt, whatever you do.
yeah, do not call it dirt.
Don't
Nope.
call it dirt.
Oh,
You
you
get
got so
real mad.
mad.
That was like an instant F. You were
Yeah,
done.
I know. My gosh. Yeah, I do.
It's
Like
funny how
PT,
those things just stick with you.
it's like PTSD from that class.
Soils.
Yes, soils.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, so I just started, I grew tulips and then I bought a bunch more dahlias, started planting those, and then we started a flower subscription. It was weekly at that point, for the summer for a certain amount of time, and people would buy, it's basically a CSA. So you would
Mhm.
buy a share, and then from this time to this time, you would get a bouquet every week on a Friday or Saturday, and you pick up from our farm stand. Um, and that has progressed to more of, I'm doing a monthly one now, which they get a bigger bouquet once a month. And I'm doing more bulk DIY buckets for weddings and events. And we're shifting into, or I'm shifting because I'm the floral person. I'm shifting into wedding design.
Hubs just has to do the grunt work.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Hey, you build me that.
Yeah, build me that, please.
Get pretty, please.
Pretty please.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's
Remember.
right. Yeah,
So
so I
you're working on like some floral design, that kind of thing.
yeah. So I'm trying, so with my job, it's super demanding. My 9 to 5 job, super demanding. I actually have to work. I can't just do it anywhere. So I'm trying to make my life easier, but still being able to do what I love. So I want to do more perennials at our farm. So I'm going to be planting peonies instead of doing a bunch of annual. I'll probably still do annuals. I say this now, but I'm probably going to still plant annuals and do all the things and then be stressed out that I have too much to do and not enough time. Um,
That's when your son gets old enough that he can help.
yes,
Get
100%.
right to work.
Yep, that's right. Pull these weeds. That's not a weed. That's a weed. Okay.
If it's got a
Um,
pretty flower, you don't pull it up.
yeah. Well, now he pulls those from the roots and he just hands them to me. I'm like, good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Um, so we're doing peonies. We're still gonna do spring flowers, tulips and ranunculus. Still gonna do a bunch of dahlias, but probably less annuals. We're not gonna do subscriptions anymore next year or any CSAs. Just the time and mental capacity I have to plan all these things out. I just can't do it. So, gonna promote weddings and bulk buckets and like wedding a la carte. I don't want to do full service like designs because that stresses me out. But I know how to do bridal bouquets and stuff like that. And it'll, market it as local grown, on our farm, that kind of stuff. So it'll be good. I think it'll be a good transition to try and still do something that I love while also being able to do my job. because I don't want to
Yes.
leave Chobani ever. So I really love my job.
Awesome.
So
Well, that's good. I'm so
yeah.
happy that you love your job. It's good to love your job. And you
Yes.
get kind of the best of both worlds because, you don't have cows that like to, play dead like we were talking about earlier also.
That is true.
And
Yes.
now you just have all the other fun things to handle.
Yeah. Now we have beef cows that like to get out. Any sort of weakness in the fence, and they're like, haha, just looking
No
at me in my
match for
bathroom
me.
window. We're free.
Ooh, flowers. Yes.
Oh, I know. They haven't gotten out since I planted, so knock on wood, but
I'd be putting a very, very high secure fence up around those flowers. Even though,
they're
well, yeah, you said you had goats too. You gotta
oh
watch
yeah.
out for goats.
No, I
They,
oh, they're horrible. Well, they're very good at cleaning up weeds, but everything too.
yes, weeds and flowers, all the same.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I love to ask some fun rapid fire questions just to get to know a little bit more about you.
Sure.
And let's see, yours. Well, we're going to start favorite Chobani product.
Ooh, I think our drinkable yogurt probably are either 20 or 30 gram protein drinks.
What flavor?
Peach.
Peach.
Yeah.
Peach drinkable yogurt is really good.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what is your favorite holiday?
Oh gosh. I think Thanksgiving because I love being with family and we have a lot of really good food.
You've
And
seen
then
the food?
and you don't have to worry about like the whole present aspect. Like I love I love Christmas and like
Yes.
how it makes you feel, but it's so stressful. Like you got
Oh
to
my
make
gosh,
sure
it
to
is.
have all
It's
the
terrible.
presents and it's like you have to see all the people and it's like
Yep. It's Christmas has a lot of added pressure.
yes, 100%. And Thanksgiving's like all you gotta do is really cook food and people just show up,
Yeah.
just be with the family and have good times.
Yes. And yeah, when you add kids to the mix, Christmas gets like 10 times more stressful.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
And then especially everyone's battling over where you're going, what you're doing, all these things. And you're like,
Oh,
I
I
just
know,
want
and then
quiet.
I know. And then people make you feel guilty because you're not at their Christmas and it's I know.
Yep.
I know.
People need to stop it.
I know. Just calm it down.
Christmas every day.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I don't need to ask you the cats or dogs question because we already got that one covered.
All of the above.
Favorite movie?
Oh, Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Yep.
I also got exposed to Top Gun in college. I
Yeah.
think that's probably the once in, well, no, I probably watched it multiple times in college, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that was the only time that I ever watched that movie.
Oh my gosh. Have you watched the second one? It's even
Nope.
better.
Sorry. We've only got so much time.
I know. I know.
So
Oh,
don't be hating on me for not
I'm
watching.
not. I'm not.
I'm more of a, I like just funny, like dumb movies or
That's
a little
fair.
bit romance. Like that's fine. Nothing scary, nothing too action
Okay.
filled.
All right. That's fair.
I get too zazzed up on stuff like that. I just can't handle it.
I get sassed up. You're so funny.
Like, well, so horror movies.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I went to a friend's house during college and for the weekend, and I think I slept on her couch or something. And when I woke up, her grandmother lived there, like very old grandmother. And I woke up and she had the TV on and she was watching something. So I just kind of like just like started watching it. And then I'm like hooked and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what movie I'm watching or anything like this, but it was a horror film. And
Oh,
I was so freaked out. It
oh
was the
my
worst.
gosh. That's not
Yep.
good.
Granny be watching horror films.
No, I'm not a
Watch your
horror
back.
person. Freak no.
Watch your back when Granny's around. She's got ideas. So, but it was terrible. Like I was already hooked on the movie. So I was like, well, now I'm invested. I got to know what happens.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to know what happens.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So that's how that goes. Um, favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Okay, if you could live anywheres, not in Connecticut, where would you live?
Idaho, hands down.
Really?
Yep.
She wants to go where the work is.
No, I gotta go where the mountains are. It is beautiful here. The weather's beautiful. Like it's where I'm gonna be is like the desert, but also they get snow. So it's, it's dry heat during the summer. You don't get humidity. Plus there's, tons of dairy farms. I say
Yes.
I
I
say
have a couple
tons, but like,
I have a couple friends out there. I have
yep.
yet to get to Idaho, but someday I will.
Yeah, you definitely should. It's like it is the hidden gem of the Mountain West. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yep. It's on my bucket list. So,
Yeah.
oh, I guess we never finished talking. So you said you were going to try to see all the national parks. Have you been to any
Oh,
more?
oh yeah. I think I've been to 15 so far. So
Awesome.
we're banging them out. Just it takes a while. There's a lot of them.
Yes, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite so far?
Um, oh gosh. Probably Bryce Canyon. That's probably been my favorite so far.
When we were in Utah, 2017, April 2017, they had snow in Bryce, so we weren't able to go.
Um,
So we just went to Zion, which
yeah,
was,
well, Zion's gorgeous too. So,
yes, except I did learn that I am in fact scared of heights there.
oh,
It was a good time.
no, yeah,
It's fine. We made it. We
yeah.
lived. We lived to
Well, look
talk
at you.
about
You're
it.
still here. You're good.
I just had to limit some of the hikes. Like I
Yeah.
could only get to a certain altitude, and I was like, nope, I'm good. Leave me here. I'll be
I'm
here when you
fine.
come back.
Yeah, just grab you on your way down.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened.
Oh,
It's fine. But if you
oh.
want to learn if you're scared of heights or not, you go hike Zion.
Well, it's like when I don't know
It'll
if
tell
you have you ever done the Mount Washington Auto Road in New Hampshire? Yeah, that's when you find out if you're scared of heights too, because the road is super, super narrow and it's a dirt road
you.
and the side just drops off. And I'm just sitting there, John's driving, and I'm like, it's fine. We're fine. We're not, he's a professional. It's fine.
Yep. I also probably would not be up for that. I get extremely car sick.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not going to try that.
You should get those cool glasses, Have you seen those wacky glasses for car?
No,
Oh, they're for motion sickness. So, you have glasses this way and they're over here. I'll send you the link. They're
I
really
want to
goofy, but
see
apparently
these.
they work.
I'm going to have to check this out because
Yeah.
definitely have had a few bouts of motion sickness being a passenger in my day.
Yeah.
We did the road to Hana in Hawaii.
Yep.
We go around Maui and
Yep.
there's some real sketchy things in there.
I'm sure there are.
It was
Yeah.
fun, but it was
Oh, yeah.
sketchy. It was good times.
An adventure.
Good times. What a day. What did you do on your honeymoon? I got motion sick. Real motion.
I got motion sick.
Thought I was gonna die a few times, but it's fine. We did it.
Fine, it all worked out.
Yes, for
Oh,
real.
gosh.
Okay. Favorite music genre.
Country. Yeah, I'm boring.
Every once in a while, that emo chick's got to come out though.
Oh, well, yes, when I'm working out, it's always rock or hip hop. I really like Pitbull. That's also in like the top. Love Pitbull. So,
That's so funny.
yeah.
So that's amazing. I love that. Really love
Whenever
Pitbull. Just
Oh, I love Pitbull. It's hilarious because whenever I'm outside, I usually have my AirPods in, and people probably think I'm listening to like Air Church, which I do when I'm in the house. I'm listening to like ghetto beats outside and like hard rock, and I'm just doing my thing, picking pretty flowers while listening to Pitbull.
yep. It's so you're like that meme where the guy's out mowing the lawn and he's listening to music and what the neighbor like what he hears and then what the neighbors hear.
Yes, that's
Yep.
me. Yep.
That's also me, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what the cool kids do.
that's right.
And you never know if you listen to my music playlist, like my Apple Music,
Mm-hmm.
you never know what's coming on next. Kids music,
Wheels
like
of the bus, then all of a
hardcore
sudden,
rap,
yeah,
country, classic country,
love it.
some random rock and roll in there.
Oh yeah.
Blink 182. Yep,
Oh
got it
yeah.
all.
Love it.
Oh, some random pop. I mean, you got to have some pop.
Oh yeah, of course.
Got to jam it down. Um, What's your go-to comfort food?
Oh,
You've
that's a
had a
good
day, you just need a good cozy meal.
one. Probably pasta or lasagna. That's like
Can't
my
go wrong.
go-to. Yeah. We make our own sauce, so it's just one of those things.
Yep,
Really good.
I get that.
Yeah.
Um, and what is your like dream vacation? Like someone says you're going on whatever your dream vacation is, where are you going?
Oh my
You're not
gosh.
allowed to go to Idaho again, okay?
Really, Val?
You get to go there enough.
Yeah, I know. Um, I bet Italy, probably. I've never been to
Go
Europe.
with the pasta theme, guys. It's fine.
Yeah, it's what I'm doing. Well, I've never been to Europe, and I always see beautiful photos of Italy, and I'd love to see vineyards, and that'd be really nice just to see another culture other than, I've seen vineyards in California, but it's just not the same.
Totally.
Yeah.
I've
Someday.
definitely got to get my butt back to Europe sometime soon.
Yeah.
So, I like to kind of wrap it up with what is a question, or yeah, what is a question? What is one piece of advice that if you could go back and give your college aged self, what would you tell yourself?
Oh my
Whether
goodness.
or not you would listen or not, what would you try to get her to listen to?
Well, my gosh, that's a tough one. I would probably tell her that everything will work out. It may not work out the way you want it to or the way you expect it to at the time, but everything will be okay.
That's good advice.
Yeah, because when you're a college student, you think like the smallest thing is the biggest inconvenience, and your life is over when that guy doesn't want to date you, or if you didn't get an A on your paper. But everything always works out. Like it's not that you're not going to suffer and struggle to get during these times, but eventually everything will be okay.
Awesome. And what quote do you have for us today?
Well, this is one I have it on my computer on my little mouse area, and it says you can't pour from an empty cup. So taking care of yourself is very important. If you want to take care of the people around you, you need to make sure yourself is taken care of as well.
Awesome. And that's definitely one of those mantras that I try to live by as well, because, we live in a world where everything around us is so demanding.
Yeah.
And, you only have so much to give before you hit the bottom.
Hmm.
So making sure that you're recharging and taking the time for yourself so you can show up better for everyone around
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I 100% get that.
Yep.
So Jen, thank you so much for being a guest on the podcast today. I've had such a blast chatting with you because, having known you for so long, but it's not like we ever get a chance to sit down and chat. So it was awesome. Where, do you have anywhere that people can follow you if they want to follow along on your journey?
Yeah, of course. I am on Instagram and on Facebook at Hearthstone Hill Farm. We also have a website, hearthstonehillfarm.com.
Awesome. So go check her out and check out her beautiful flowers because they just bring sunshine to every day because that's what flowers do. Maybe that's why it's not so sunny out. I don't know today. You can plant my flowers. I don't know. That's the problem. That's why it didn't stop raining up here for months in the spring because I didn't plant flowers.
Way to go, Val.
It's my fault. Sorry, guys. Blame me. I got wide shoulders. I can take it. So awesome. Jen, thank you so much for pulling up a bale with us today. Thank you guys for listening. As always, follow me at Dairy Gal Val on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all the things. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Pull Up a Bale podcast. Share with a friend if you found this episode uplifting, if you loved it. We appreciate the shares, and we will talk to you all next week. Thank you. Bye, guys.